What is up, everyone? How's it going? Gotta make sure that I was in hair and makeup, getting everything tightened up before I went on camera. Look at this. That's ridiculous. That's time for a haircut when you got that thing going on. Should I move up here? Or like right there? So everybody can focus right here. Or should we leave it back here so you can take a look at some of that? Got a package here in the mail. These were 5 players. Did a little bit more. Let me get this open and then we'll talk some more. All right, got all of that set up. 5 players I picked up. I picked up Nathaniel Dell. It's a wide receiver from Houston. And this desk is a mess. I was setting up some things I wanted to list for sale, but didn't get around to doing it. A little bit of that action, that guy. I was trying to get those listed during the WBC, but didn't get around to it. So for Dell, paid about 15 bucks. This was a 2-case break. Relique, paid about 23. Wicks was 18 bucks or so. Damani Jackson, 23 as well on him. And then Abaconda, the running back from Pitt, paid 18 as well for him. So all of this stuff was $104 after tax and shipping and all that. So went in on those 5 players, decided to go back and do a little bit more with Bowman U. I did one larger order, which just got here in the mail. I'll do that one in a separate video, but I wanted to talk about what I did here and show you all some of the stuff, what came out of it. You saw I hadn't opened it, so let me go ahead and arrange this and then we'll go through what I got. All right, let's get into Dell first. Actually hit 19 of his Chrome firsts. A 2-case break, as I said. Hit a refractor as well. That one's not numbered. And then actually hit an auto and a second auto. So we got a refractor auto. Those are numbered to 499. Regular base auto, not numbered. Kind of makes you wonder if the refractor auto is numbered to 499. That means he had to sign that sticker 499 times. How many of the base autos are there? That's something that I've always wondered when I'm often thinking about something like, say, prospecting, for instance, in baseball with firsts. Would I rather buy a guy's base auto if that's all I can really afford? Because, funds be tight and all in this economy.
In this economy?
So would I rather pick up his base auto, or would I rather look for something sapphire, non-auto, but something numbered to 99, 75, 55, 50? What would be the best way to go about it? Just how many base autos actually exist out there? So a little something I was thinking about for Mr. Dell there. Relique Brown here hit a little soft this time. Actually, only 13 firsts. And then we did get one refractor, but check this out. I noticed it when I was sorting through it just now. Look at that. Booyah. Gotta love that, right? And that runs all the way down the card. Actually, let me, my friend, the microfiber, see what we can do with this. Nothing. That thing is caked on there. That gouge is deep, baby. That's what I talked about in previous videos about this product, is given what we saw out of the quality control from 2022 Bowman Draft and 2022 Bowman Chrome, how was that going to transfer over to this Bowman U? I felt probably about the same, because why would they magically start giving a fuck? It's not like they were going to change who was printing the cards, right? So things printed within that same time frame probably were going to be garbage as well. All right, Dontavian Wicks, wide receiver from Virginia, actually at 14 base. Something I hadn't seen, and something you'll see here that I hadn't seen as well with the Abaconda. Actually hit an Aqua. Those are numbered to 299. That's a refractor there. A few of the Ramblin' Man inserts, like 5 of those. And then one regular refractor. Again, not numbered, but you can see a print line right there all the way across the card, right where his jersey number is near the bottom. All right, with the Abaconda, we actually had 14 firsts with this particular break, and then the next one I jumped into, which will be another video I talked about earlier. I was looking to pick up, a couple of the same guys, but also some of the guys that I hadn't picked up yet. Kind of going back, doing my research, seeing who had a good season and everything. So we hit one refractor, not numbered, looks pretty clean, but I do see some kind of light print lining up here. Not sure if it's picking up, and a little bit of spotting there. I'll have to check that out later with the microfiber and see if that comes out. But did end up hitting this gold shimmer to 50. So that's definitely nice. And then last, Domani Jackson. He is a guy that had been hitting really bad in the couple breaks that I had bought of him already. But this time, 24 base firsts. Base firsts for days. And then we ended up getting a refractor. When you take a look at the card, it might look like it's got scratches kind of running this way on his arm and everything like that, near that area. There you go. You can kind of see some of it up in there. Those actually aren't scratches. That looks like some issue with the foil itself on the cards. And then finally we ended up getting a purple shimmer as well, not numbered on those. Or those are the most common parallels from what I've seen. The aqua and the gold, those are the first that I had seen of those, as I said. So 2 autos, same player, with having bought Domani Jackson, Relique. I mean, come on, I live in Southern California. What do you expect? Haven't hit an auto of them yet. I would think we'd get there soon. The next box, it's another 2-case break. And that one, I believe I hit on like 10 or 11 players. Seems like the market's kind of cooling down for this stuff finally. This stuff actually got pretty hot in terms of breaks. Obviously guys like Young, Stroud, Levis, and a couple other guys, Jordan Addison, they're really hot still. Or they were when I was doing that last break I did. Some of the, what do you say, like the second tier guys, the prices have seemed to come down a little bit on them. One thing for consideration, this is something that I thought about, not sure if I talked about it in my last video. Given that this is the first time you actually have it branded, logos on the cards, logos on the jerseys, the helmets, etc., that it's not unlicensed anymore, would there be a potential play for people that wanted to sit on the wax long term? I'm not going to do that myself. I'm not recommending that people do that. And I would say mainly because the big time names, I don't know. I just couldn't get there. If it were a situation where it was Stroud's first, Levis, and Young's first, as well as Williams, Addison, Anderson, Carter, etc., etc., etc. If you had all of those guys, first Bowmans, and it's licensed finally, then that might be a situation where you look at buying some to hold long term. It would also depend on the price you could get the hobby box at. And those are still $150 on Fanatics. 2 autos. You can of course use the discount code and gift cards and everything like that to bring the price down, but for me, I didn't feel like it was something that I felt like holding long term, even though the thought was there that it's the first time it's licensed and everything like that. So you know how it is. That first Prizm set went crazy, that 2012 set during the Plandemia era, right? Oh, it's the first time they ever were on a Prizm card. It feels like the first time, as I said, your first love. The first time you, oh, well, let's keep this PG here. We don't want to go there. And those are some of the thoughts I go through in terms of deciding what to buy. And that's why I kind of went in on these singles, is kind of like the first time it's a licensed card. I like the prospecting game. Those of you who have seen my videos, you see a lot of baseball. So you know that to be true of me. So why would it not be true of college football as well? So I think going forward, if they keep producing the set, I'll keep buying the chrome version of it. Ultimately, it depends on what you can get it at, of course. And then the unknown factor, who is going to come out of it? It's not always the headline guys that carry the set. Herbert, Burrow, and Tua were carrying 2020, Tua to a lesser extent. All of a sudden, kind of started to peter out a little bit, and then here came Jalen Hurts, kind of injected some new life into it. So again, something to think about. Like I said, oh my God, I'm a fan of prospecting, so why wouldn't I, right? So anyway, this stuff's another video. This is where we're going to talk about process, John. So that will be the video that I'm shooting next. Will my hair be the same? It'll be a different day. Who knows? Look at that shit. I gotta go. I'm out of here. Hopefully you all are doing well. Thanks for checking out the video as always.